Remember the sound of helicopters, the laughs in the mess tent, and the heart behind every episode of MASH? It's been over 50 years since we first met Hawkeye, Radar, Hot Lips, and the gang. Today we're taking a journey back to the 4077th, looking at the stars of MASH then, and where they are now in 2025. Get ready for a trip down memory lane. Alan Alda was born on January 28, 1936, and was 36 years old when MASH * began in 1972. He played the beloved Hawkeye Pierce, a witty and compassionate surgeon who became the heart of the series. Alda not only acted but also wrote and directed many episodes, including the emotional series finale. After MASH *, he continued his successful career with roles in The Aviator, The West Wing, and Ray Donovan. He also became a strong advocate for science communication. In 2025, Alan Alda is 89 years old and still active, hosting his podcast Clear Plus Vivid. Loretta Swit was born on November 4, 1937, and was 34 years old when she first appeared as Major Margaret "Hot Lips" Houlihan in MASH Star. Her role as the tough yet deeply caring head nurse made her a fan favorite and earned her 2 Emmy Awards. After MASH *, she continued acting on stage and TV, and became known for her advocacy for animal rights. Swit also published an art book featuring her watercolor paintings of animals. In 2025, Loretta Swit is 87 years old and still active in charity work and the theater community. Jamie Farr was born on July 1, 1934, and was 38 years old when he first appeared as Corporal Maxwell Q. Klinger in MASH Star. Originally meant to be a one-time character, Klinger's hilarious attempts to get discharged by wearing dresses made him a regular, and one of the show's most memorable figures. After MASH *, Farr appeared in several TV shows and movies, including the Cannonball Run series, and even hosted a golf tournament in his hometown of Toledo, Ohio. In 2025, Jamie Farr is 90 years old and enjoys a quiet life, occasionally appearing at fan events and interviews. William Christopher was born on October 20, 1932, and was 40 years old when he began portraying Father Francis Mulcahy in MASH * in 1972. As the kind-hearted chaplain, he brought both humor and depth to the role, becoming a beloved character in the series. After MASH *, Christopher continued acting, appearing in shows like Aftermash and Murphy Brown. In addition to his TV career, he also had a successful theater career. Sadly, William Christopher passed away on December 31, 2016, at the age of 84 after battling cancer. Harry Morgan was born on April 10, 1915, and was 57 years old when he joined MASH * in 1975, taking over as the wise and no-nonsense Colonel Sherman T. Potter. Morgan brought a strong presence and warmth to the role, succeeding McLean Stevenson after his departure. Prior to MASH *, Morgan had an extensive career in films and TV, notably starring in Dragnet as Officer Bill Gannon. After MASH *, he appeared in shows like Point Blank and Depot, and continued to act in film and television. Harry Morgan passed away on December 7, 2011, at the age of 96 from pneumonia. Gary Burghoff was born on May 24, 1943, and was 29 years old when he first portrayed the lovable and slightly naive Corporal Walter Radar O'Reilly in MASH * in 1972. Burghoff's portrayal of Radar, with his signature salute and ability to hear helicopters before they landed, became one of the show's most iconic characters. After MASH *, Burghoff appeared in some TV movies and stage productions but largely stepped away from acting. In recent years, he has enjoyed a quieter life, focusing on his passion for wildlife conservation. As of 2025, Gary Burghoff is 82 years old and remains retired from acting. Mike Farrell was born on February 6, 1939, and was 33 years old when he joined MASH * in 1975 as Captain B.J. Honeycutt, the easygoing and compassionate surgeon who quickly became Hawkeye's close friend. After MASH *, Farrell continued to build a successful career, appearing in TV shows like Providence and The West Wing. He also became a strong advocate for social justice causes, including human rights and animal welfare. In 2025, Mike Farrell is 86 years old and continues to be active in his advocacy work, occasionally appearing in interviews and public appearances. Kellye Nakahara was born on January 16, 1948, and was 22 years old when she first appeared as Lieutenant Kellye Yamato in MASH** in 1972. Although her role as a nurse was initially small, Nakahara's portrayal of the kind and reliable Kellye became more prominent over the years, making her a beloved part of the ensemble cast. After MASH**, Nakahara appeared in several TV shows and films, including Clue and The Love Boat. She also enjoyed a career as a visual artist, with her paintings being showcased in galleries. Kellye Nakahara passed away on February 16, 2020, at the age of 72 after a battle with cancer. David Ogden Stiers was born on October 31, 1942, and was 34 years old when he joined MASH** in 1977 as the sophisticated and often arrogant Major Charles Winchester III. Stiers brought depth to the character, portraying a man of class and intelligence who still struggled with the realities of war. After MASH*, Stiers had a distinguished career in both TV and film, notably voicing characters in Disney's Beauty and the Beast and the Hunchback of Notre Dame. He also appeared in The West Wing and Picket Fences. David Ogden Stiers passed away on March 3, 2018, at the age of 75 from bladder cancer. Larry Linville was born on September 29, 1939, and was 33 years old when he began portraying the arrogant and often comical Major Frank Burns on MASH** in 1972. Linville's portrayal of Frank, a character frequently at odds with Hawkeye and the others, earned him critical acclaim, making Burns one of the most memorable and loathed characters on the show. After MASH*, Linville appeared in a number of TV shows, including Final Approach and The Love Boat. He also enjoyed roles in theater productions. Larry Linville passed away on April 10, 2000, at the age of 60 from cancer. Jeff Maxwell was born on April 19, 1947, and was 25 years old when he first appeared as Private Igor Straminsky in MASH*. Though a supporting character, Igor, the often frustrated mess hall cook, brought comic relief with his deadpan delivery and sarcastic remarks. Fans loved his recurring presence throughout the series. After MASH*, Maxwell made a few more appearances in TV and film but eventually stepped away from acting. He later became known for his work behind the scenes and even launched a MASH** focused podcast. In 2025, Jeff Maxwell is 78 years old and remains connected to fans through interviews and conventions. Wayne Rogers was born on April 7, 1933, and was 39 years old when he first appeared as Captain Trapper John McIntyre in MASH** in 1972. Rogers' portrayal of the fun-loving, charming surgeon who was a close friend to Hawkeye made him an iconic character. After leaving MASH** in 1975, he went on to have a successful career in both film and TV, starring in shows like City of Angels and House Calls. Rogers also became a successful businessman, particularly in real estate. Wayne Rogers passed away on December 31, 2015, at the age of 82 from complications related to pneumonia. McLean Stevenson was born on November 14, 1927, and was 44 years old when he began portraying the warm-hearted but often overwhelmed Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake on MASH** in 1972. As the commanding officer of the 4077th, Blake's mix of humor and sincerity made him a beloved character. After leaving MASH** in 1975, Stevenson starred in his own show, Hello, Larry, and continued to work in TV and theater. McLean Stevenson passed away on February 15, 1996, at the age of 68 from cancer. Todd Susman was born on January 17, 1947, and was 25 years old when he started working on MASH** in 1972. He's best known as the voice of the PA announcer, delivering iconic background announcements that became part of the show's unique charm. He also made an on-screen appearance as Private Danny Baker. After MASH*, Susman continued acting in shows like Newhart, Law and Order, and Orange is the New Black. In 2025, Todd Susman is 78 years old and still occasionally lends his voice to projects while enjoying a more private life. Dennis Troy was born on January 29, 1943, and was 29 years old when he appeared on MASH** as a corpsman. Though he didn't have many speaking lines, his presence helped bring authenticity to the day-to-day life of the 4077th. He was one of the familiar background faces in numerous episodes throughout the series. After MASH*, Dennis Troy kept a low profile and didn't pursue many major roles in Hollywood. As of 2025, Dennis Troy is 82 years old, and very little is publicly known about his current life or career. Odessa Cleveland was born on March 3, 1944, and was 28 years old when she first appeared as Lieutenant Ginger Bayless, a dedicated nurse at the 4077th in MASH Star. Her role brought strength and warmth to the medical team, standing out among the recurring characters. After her time on the show, she made guest appearances in series like The Jeffersons and Trapper John MD, but mostly stepped away from the spotlight. As of 2025, Odessa Cleveland is 81 years old and has been living a quiet life away from the public eye. Gwen Farrell was born on December 5, 1947, and was 25 years old when she appeared as one of the nurses in MASH * during the early seasons. Although her role was small and more of a background character, she contributed to the overall atmosphere of the camp, adding to the lively and humorous environment. After MASH *, Gwen Farrell appeared in a few other TV shows and films, though she did not pursue a long career in acting. As of 2025, Gwen Farrell would be 77 years old, and there is little public information about her activities after leaving the spotlight, suggesting she may have retired from acting. Johnny Haymer was born on January 19, 1920, and was 52 years old when he began portraying Sergeant Zelmo Zale on MASH * in 1972. As one of the recurring enlisted men, Zale added a blue-collar charm and comic relief to the 4077th with his wisecracks and feisty personality. Beyond MASH *, Haymer appeared in popular shows like The Incredible Hulk and The Facts of Life. Johnny Haymer passed away on November 18, 1989, at the age of 69 due to cancer. Shari Saba was born on August 20, 1958, and was 22 years old when she appeared as Lieutenant Shari, one of the nurses at the 4077th in MASH * during the show's later seasons. Lieutenant Shari was part of the medical team and contributed to the dynamic of the camp, adding to the mix of humor and warmth in the series. After her time on MASH *, Saba had a relatively low-profile career, with few other acting roles. As of 2025, Shari Saba is 66 years old, and there is limited public information regarding her current activities, suggesting she has likely retired from acting. G.W. Bailey was born on August 27, 1944, and was 38 years old when he began playing the lazy yet lovable Sergeant Luther Rizzo in MASH * during the later seasons. Known for his southern drawl and laid-back attitude, Rizzo quickly became a fan favorite. After MASH *, Bailey gained more fame as Lieutenant Harris in the Police Academy movies, and had recurring roles in shows like St. Elsewhere and The Closer. As of 2025, G.W. Bailey is 80 years old and mostly retired, though he remains involved in charitable work, including with the Sunshine Kids Foundation, supporting children with cancer. Allan Arbus was born on February 15, 1918, and was 54 years old when he first appeared on MASH * as Major Sidney Friedman, the compassionate and insightful Army psychiatrist. His calm presence and thoughtful advice brought emotional depth to the series, especially during its more serious episodes. Before acting, Arbus had a successful photography career alongside his then-wife, Diane Arbus. After MASH *, he made occasional TV appearances but largely stepped away from the spotlight. Allan Arbus passed away on April 19, 2013, at the age of 95 from complications of congestive heart failure. John Orchard was born on November 15, 1928, and was 44 years old when he played Captain Ugly John Black, the Australian anesthetist, in the first season of MASH *. Though his role was short-lived, Ugly John was part of the original group that helped shape the early tone of the show. Orchard later returned to the series in a different role as MP Muldoon. His acting career included a mix of British and American television and film roles. John Orchard passed away on November 3, 1995 at the age of 66 due to cancer. Judy Farrell was born on March 1, 1938, and was 34 years old when she began appearing as Nurse Abel on MASH *. Her character was one of the most frequently seen nurses at the 4077th, contributing warmth and support in both serious and comedic scenes. Off-screen, Judy was married to fellow MASH * star Mike Farrell during the early seasons. After MASH *, She appeared in various TV roles and also became a successful writer for soap operas like Judy Farrell passed away on April 2, 2023, at the age of 85 due to complications from a stroke. Edward Winter was born on June 3, 1937, and was 35 years old when he first portrayed the unpredictable and overly intense Colonel Samuel Flagg on MASH Star. His portrayal of the secretive, paranoid intelligence officer became one of the show's most memorable recurring characters. Winter brought dark comedy and chaos to every episode he was in. After MASH*, he continued acting in television and film, with roles in shows like Soap, Herman's Head, and Murder, She Wrote. Edward Winter passed away on March 8, 2001, at the age of 63 from complications of Parkinson's disease. Patrick Adiarte was born on August 2, 1943, and was 29 years old when he played Ho-Jon, the young Korean houseboy and aspiring medical student, in the early episodes of MASH Star. His character brought a human face to the Korean War's impact on civilians and left a lasting impression, even with limited screen time. Before MASH*, he appeared in iconic films like The King and Iron Flower Drum Song. After retiring from acting, he lived a quiet life out of the public eye. Patrick Adiarte passed away on April 15, 2025, at the age of 81, due to complications from pneumonia. Thanks for watching. See you next time.